Pictomancer. Begin. The joy of Pictomancer. The cheerless hero is at the end of his tether. Oh my god, that jobstone is so pretty though. Alright, let's go. Matron, help me. One more complaint this day and I swear. Ahem, forgive my rambling. Please, tell me you haven't come to make a complaint. I haven't. Is something amiss? Well, I should warn you that a Moogle has been making a nuisance of himself here in Gridania. The Palmed Past has been harassing adventurers in an attempt to rope them into some painting endeavor. Despite the lack of interest, he refuses to give up. I thought this job quest was gonna, like, involve Moogles, but the prospect that a Moogle might be our main NPC hadn't really struck my mind. It makes me quite excited. You're an adventuring sword, are you not? If so, you would be wise to give that Moogle a wide berth. Unless you are artistic. The artistic adventuring sword. I suspect he's still loitering in the Aetheryte Plaza, if my tale has piqued your interest. Dawn Trail quests music stinger? Let's go. It was Aetheryte Plaza, right? Yeah. Let's say hi to the little guy. Also very fitting for Dawn Trail, the beach episode expansion or whatever, to launch during like a heat wave here in Sweden. I'm dressed for the weather because it's hot as fuck in here. Hello Red, how you doing? It's a me. Look at that guy. You there, Kupo. How would you like to do some painting? No ordinary painting, mind you. Magic painting, where your works come to life. Your imagination's the limit. I don't know, man. Sounds like a scam. Also, man, these new character models. Damn. It's okay, I'll paint with you, homie. Ah, Kuponuts. Why won't anyone give me a chance? They could do so much good with the power of Pictomancy. You had me at magic painting. Hell yeah. What did you say, Kupo? You're not pulling my palm, are you? You wish to know more about Pictomancy, truly? Alright, personal space. So happy. Hooray, hooray! The name's Kupopo, and I'm extremely pleased to meet you, Kupo. I am the inheritor of a Pictomancer soul crystal, and I seek a creative individual who can carry out this arcane artistry. A history lesson is in order. Pictomancy was conceived some 1500 years ago, in the dusk of the 5th Astral Era. While other schools of magic originated during that period, such as Black and White, are expressions of the caster's will. Pictomancy relies on something even more abstract, the imagination. By channeling ether into a concept held in the mind's eye, a Pictomancer can give form to the formless. Alright. It's a bit tricky to wrap your head around, I know. And that's precisely why the great Archon Realm, founder of Pictomancy, incorporated the painter's tools into our art. Oh my god, Lala confirmed. Lala invented Pictomancy, let's go. A gifted artist as well as a mage, Realm took up a brush instead of a staff, and wielded ether like paint to give shape to her imaginings. In this way was Pictomancy born, a magical discipline unlike any other Kupo. Now Realm was a charitable soul, and never ever used her powers for self-serving ends. She dedicated her life to aiding and defending those in need. During the War of the Magi, Realm traveled the land and saved countless people with her Pictomancy, and it was for those deeds that she earned a place among the 12 Archons. So how about it? Would you like to take up the Archon's noble legacy and become, dare I say it, a Realm Reborn? Shut the fuck up. Stupid. Wonderful Kupo, your enthusiasm warms my heart. Title drop of the vanilla game that launched a decade ago. Is a little late for a title drop. It was pretty funny. As I have only one soul crystal, however, I must ensure that I entrust it to the right person. Therefore, before I grant you this dazzling opportunity, I require that you attend a job interview. Seek me out at the Carline Canopy, and be sure to come prepared with your fanciest, pictomanciest answers for my flurry of very professional questions. Alright, very good. I'm sure it will be a very normal job interview. Also, I apologize for any traffic noises during the stream. There's just... Or maybe I can survive with the window closed. We can try for a little bit. Alright, we found you. Ah, there you are. I would have invited you to my cozy little hovel and put out tea and biscuits. Except I don't have a cozy little hovel, or any home to speak of for that matter. Such is the life of an itinerant Moogle, Kupo. I haven't a guild to my name either, so I can't order us tea and biscuits, but we can avail ourselves of a table. True, the tables are free at the inn. Ahem. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce this interview commenced, Kupo. Let's begin the basics. Might I have your full name? I am of no import now. I'm Bibikubikapan. It's a fine name. Well met, Bibikubikapan. Right, on to the next question. What do you consider your primary vocation? Adventurer through, Defender of the Weak, Champion of the Realm. Between jobs. Between jobs at the moment. I don't know if we actually don't have much on our agenda. I haven't even picked up the MSQ quest yet, so... Oh, I apologize if I asked a sensitive question. But take heart, my friend. If you pass my interview, you'll become a certified Pictomancer, and all the realms shall ooh and ah at you. And moving along to the next question, how would you rate your artistic abilities? I am a master of the arts. Excellent, Kupo. While a Pictomancer's most vital asset is their vivid imagination, it certainly wouldn't hurt to have some skills. Speaking of imagination, let's try and put yours to work. Tell me the first thought that enters your mind when you hear the word Moogle. Furry little shites. I beg your pardon? That's a rather unsettling answer. But I suppose there's a fine line between genius and madness. I won't dwell on it, Kupo. Hello, Destra, how you doing? I mean, we're about to find out what Pictomancy does. We're learning, currently. We're having a job interview. Now, this question is very important. Someone's in trouble, what do you do? There's a word to see if it's worth the effort. Now we'll help them. We're goody two-shoes. How we usually do. I didn't expect any other answer, Kupo. If I may ask a follow-up question, can you share a recent example of when you approached a soul in distress? Come again? A hero who's been inundated with complaints about my Pictomancy pitches. Yes. Oh dear, that's rather disheartening, Kupo. But this isn't about me. What's important is that you are not wont to ignore the plight of another. That willingness to serve a greater purpose and emulate Archon Realm's example is the key to becoming a truly talented Pictomancer. The Lala stance is very good. Lala posture. Having considered your answers, I reckon you have what it takes to become a capable Pictomancer. I'm so relieved I found you, Kupo. I deem you worthy of the Soul Crystal. However, I should warn you that it comes with some proverbial strings attached. A bit of emotional baggage, too. You see, several moons ago, I got into a terrible argument with my best friend. We went our separate ways, and I've not seen her since. I wish I could meet her again, try to reconcile, more than anything. So if we hear aught of her during our journey together, I'd like you to lend me a helping hand. We can do that. If you're still willing to train as a Pictomancer with this condition in mind, then the Soul Crystal is yours. Just say the word, Kupo. Let's go. And then we're gonna spend like an hour placing stuff on our hotbar, probably. So you still wish to be a Pictomancer in full acceptance of my condition? Yes. Then, as promised, I bestow upon you the Soul Crystal. And to help you get started, I've prepared a set of equipment. Hopefully it fits, Kupo. Is this gonna be... I wonder if this is gonna be the realm set, or the... Well, now we know what that sounds like as well. I wonder if this is the realm set, or if the realm set is gonna be the, Oh god, there's people everywhere. Oh yeah, and everyone's like wearing it. Oh, I guess it is the realm set. I wonder what the artifact gear is gonna be for like level 99 then. Alright, 2 wondrous tales later, we can resume. Mind over manner. Kupo believes an apology is in order. Very nice. Now you literally embody the soul of a Pictomancer, Kupo. While a Pictomancer's brush may look like a big paintbrush, it is in fact a stylized variety of staff. That said, you're probably wondering why we don't just use staves. Or staffs. Put simply, it's much easier to bring your imagination to life through the medium of art. Magic brushes and ink allow a Pictomancer to express abstract thoughts in a deliberate manner, Kupo. As I mentioned, though, it's ultimately your imagination that matters the most. For with the wisdom of Pictomancers past at your disposal, you already possess the artistic skills you require. Now, as much as I would love for you to get to painting right away, there is something else we must do first. We must go to Novica's altar and apologize to the hero you mentioned, and by we I mean me. Off we go, Kupo. Oh, okay. As considerate of them, at least. Also, not to play favorites too much, but once we start bumping into like fates and group content and stuff, I dare say that we will see more Pictomancers than Vipers. That's just been the vibe I've been getting online. For the love of the elementals, no more complaints. I beg your pardon, adventurer. That Moogle there, is that perhaps... Indeed. I am the one who caused you much trouble. It wasn't my intention to do so, and I've come to beg forgiveness, Kupo. Ah, I see. As you appear to be genuinely remorseful, all I ask is that you refrain from aggressive solicitations henceforth. Agreed? You have my word, Kupo. Now that I've found a capable Pictomancer, my soliciting days are over. I'm relieved to hear it, and with this matter settled, I may return my attention to another situation. Oh, and what situation might this be? Distressing noises coming from an empty manor in the gentry's ward. Fiends are believed to be haunting the cellar, and their nightly clamor is keeping the surrounding residents awake. Uh-oh. Is Viper the other new job? Yes. It's a melee DPS. Fiends, you say? BBQ here, we'll deal with them, Kupo. Thanks for volunteering me, very cool. Remember, it is in the spirit of the Pictomancer to lend a helping hand to shine the light of hope for those in need. I am the Warrior of Light. We've got that sorted, don't worry about it. This is also a welcome opportunity to put your newfound skills to the test. Rest assured, I'll be there to offer sage advice every wing flap of the way. Your offer of aid is kind indeed, and I accept it with thanks. The Gentry's ward is situated just past Apkalu Falls. Approach there when you are, or proceed there when you're ready. I don't know how I read that as approach. And ready we are, aren't we, BBQ? Let the Pictomancy training begin, Kupo. You have learned all Pictomancy... Yeah. No, we know that. We've been messing about. No worries. I guess they're giving us a reminder. They are expecting us to do combat very soon. I've gotten bad at menuing. I've been playing too much Elden Ring lately. Hello, little guy. Gentry's ward lies beyond those gates. Are you ready to put your skills to the test? Yes, I'm ready to paint up a storm. Time to clear out the manor, Kupo. Let's go. Easy. Yeah, I had a hunch that we'd just use Hawkeye Manor. What the fuck is happening in there? Oh, it's a Spriggan. Lamau. Now that's an obnoxious noisemaker, Kupo. For sure. Show that Spriggan what for? I will. Yeah, preparing the motifs is the long cast. Oops. Yeah, bad timing on that. There we go! I'll get the hang of this eventually. Oh, I still have not played the Elden Ring DLC. Because I haven't played since like launch. So it's like I have to make a new character because I have no idea how this game works anymore. So I've been slowly but surely playing it from the very beginning. The beginning. I don't really think he helped. Of course I did, Moogle's honor. In any case, with those clamorous fiends gone for good, the residents can rest easy once more. But come, let's quit this place. The dampness doesn't agree with my fur. You say so. Do, 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 do. We've had our first little Pictomancer adventure. Allow me to congratulate you on a successful first outing, BBQ. The Pictomancers of Eld would be proud. Though you may yet be a novice of the art, as a veteran adventurer you've grasped the fundamentals quickly, as well you should, Kupo. Archon Realm didn't urge her disciples to roam the star for their own amusement, you know. She wished for them to intimately understand the wider world, to journey to lands unknown and savor every discovery, to revel in sensations, emotions, and yes, even in danger. These experiences enrich the palette of imagination, making one's pictomancy all the more vibrant, Kupo. Stretch? I'll get a stretch after this. You are returned. Is this the fearless hero? I began to worry and came to see whether all was well. Dare I hope you've dealt with the fiends? We sure have. Wonderful, wonderful. With this, all outstanding matters of concern have been addressed, and like the residents of Gentry's ward, I too may sleep soundly once more. You both have my heartfelt gratitude. May the matron keep you wheresoever you should go. Thank you. Did you see how happy we made him? That's the power of Pictomancy for you. Sure. And this is only the beginning. As part of your training, you and I shall travel near and far, searching for those in need, just as Archon Realm once did. But you mustn't forget your promise either. Before we take to the road, I'd like to see if the locals know anything about my friend. In the meantime, I bid you dedicate yourself to honing your skills, Kupo. Cool. And next quest is level 82, I presume. 83, actually. Oh well. Alright. Perfect time for me to... I'll take that stretch and I'll refill my drink as well. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. It is now late in the evening. I've spent all day grinding up Pictomancer all the way up to 90. So I should now be able to do the entire job quest chain in one go. That is the hope. So I've been playing Pictomancer all day. It's pretty fine. I'm very content calling this like my new main. It's probably gonna stick. It has a very fun rotation and flow to it. So, level 83, Perspectives in Pursuit. Kupopo is eyeing you with approval. Ah, I see you've been diligent in your training, BBQ. You look more confident with that magic brush on your back and exude an aura, or the aura of a proficient Pictomancer, Kupo. I can readily tell these things, for I once traveled with a pair of Pictomancers, after all. A pair, even. So it's a realm and someone else. Your soul crystal used to belong to one of them. In fact, his name was Jean Quetilac. That is Jean Quetilac. That's going to be my interpretation of that name. And he was an exemplar of our art. I'm just gonna call him Jay for short. At this point, I'm gonna get annoyed very quickly. The other was Jay's apprentice, a girl named Beruru. Despite having seen only 16 summers, she's already an accomplished Pictomancer. And she's the friend of mine who's missing, Kupo. Oh, oops. I just assumed the friend would be another Moogle. Missing is a bit of a worry. Oh my god, my ears are so defined with the graphical update. Well, she's missing in the sense that I don't know where she is, but I don't fear for her safety. With her abilities, she can more than fend for herself. But it was hard for Beru when Jay passed away. He was a grandfather to her. Even now, she must be feeling so terribly alone. That's why I want to find her and make amends. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to learn anything about where she might have gone. But I won't give up. In hopes of picking up Beruru's trail, will retrace my journeys with her and aid those we need along the way. Sure thing. I'm glad you like the plan. Now you'll want to bundle up extra warm because our first stop will be in Kurthus. Camp Dragonhead, to be precise, shall we? Let's go. Hello, Kubo. Brr, gods, it's so cold, Kupo. Just when I visited with, just like when I visited with Jay and Beruru. I'm also just gonna call her Beru from now on. The stammering on the name is killing me. Beru had never seen snow before, and she was the picture of glee. She rolled up a snowball and threw it at me with all her might. Then she threw another, and another, and soon I find myself in it. So you just got abused. Dire straits. Oh, I am in dire straits. Oh. Yes, just so. I found myself buried in dire straits. Wait a moment. What are you doing here, Mr. Oh, wait. Did he say one of those things? Oops. I should have been paying more attention to the subtitles. Well, now, what a curious coincidence that we should cross paths here. For sure. What the heck? A Gridanian outside of Gridania? Why, I never. I have come to the camp as an emissary for Gridania. Okay, that makes more sense. Alas, my Ishgardian counterpart with whom I was to meet was wounded during a training exercise prior to my arrival. I tended to him as best I could, but I'm afraid the outlook is grim. Well? Oh dear. Are his injuries that grave? Oh, if only we were a healing job. While the injury itself wasn't life-threatening, the resulting wound has soured. A poison courses through his body, against which my magics are ineffective, and now he burns from a terrible fever. Have you tried Esuna? Just this moment I recalled a treatment that would purge the impurity, but it requires the horn of a rare heart beast. And I have no skill in hunting. That sounds like a job for our promising Pictomancer. Bibiku here can find this heart beast and take it down with a few swift brushstrokes. Good thing, buddy. You would aid me again. Your kindness knows no bounds. It's just we're just built different. I don't know what to say. It would be prudent to question the garrison about the heart beast. The creatures are rare, but the knights may have sighted one during their patrols. Perfect. We'll have that horn ready in no time. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Alright. Just... Do you guys have anything fun to say? Helping others on one's travels. This, my friend, is the essence of Pictomancy. Heartbeasts are skittish and rarely linger in one place for long, but God's willing, the knights can send you in the right direction. Well, let's hope. I want to know what that barding is. I've seen it before, with the weapons. I need to look that up at some point. Ah, Biku. You are ever welcome here. Is there aught you require? I see. Yours is an elusive quarry indeed. As it happens, though, a comrade of mine chanced upon a heart beast by the steel vigil one only yesterday. With luck, it will still be near. Sure thing. So that's a heart beast. I see. We're all spawning one each. We got the horn. Let's go back. And we're back. You are returned. Please tell me you've obtained the heart beast horn. Sure have, buddy. Yes, this is the horn. I cannot thank you enough. I shall use it to prepare an infusion for the ailing knight at once. Yeah, teamwork. No sooner did you arrive here than you helped a soul in need. Well done, Biku. I hadn't expected to aid the same person twice, but the road is full of surprises, and a Pictomancer prospers from every experience. Hear yourself say there's Why this strong emphasis on helping others? Unlike paint on a canvas, the images a Pictomancer creates are ephemeral, yet they can make a lasting difference and change someone's fate for the better. As a medium for magic, our works have the power to help, and helping is precisely what Archon Realm intended our art to be used for. By the way, you've been to Ishgard before, yes? Looking back on your first visit, what emotions and sensations have remained with you most strongly? Oof. The grief of losing a dear friend. Squeenix really don't let us miss an opportunity to just relive that memory. Yours was an arduous journey indeed, Kupo. I can scarcely imagine just how difficult your trials must have been. But it's because you've experienced such loss, I think, that you're able to fight on for those who can do so no longer. Thank you for sharing this with me, Biku. To hear what's important to you, it inspires me to be hopeful, Kupo. Now, as I did back in Gridania, I'll make inquiries here about my friend Beru. Until it's time for us to move on, I bid you keep up your training. One down. 2 or 3 to go, I think. Hey, good evening, Destro. How you doing? 85. The crate beyond. Kupopo is examining you a little too closely. Oh, the maddened glint in your eyes. The abysmal posture of one who has produced too many works in far too little time. I can tell you've been training hard, Kupo. Your aura, too, has burgeoned since we last spoke. Lending you the mysterious mien, I've never seen that word in my life, the mysterious mien of an artist undergoing a wild and wonderful evolution. You think I'm making this up, do you? That I'm stringing together vaguely relevant affirming words? O ye of little faith. Thank the matron. Oh no, thank the matron. Someone else said that. Exactly, Kupo. We should thank the matron for... Wait. All the best to Nofika and her bounties. Wink. But why are we thanking her? I have a clue as to... Yes, of course. I think the matron we speak... I thank the matron we may speak before you depart, of course. I have someone here who wishes to express his gratitude. Our Ishgardian friend has made a full recovery, and it is thanks to the horn you brought. Your selfless actions have saved my life. I know not how I can ever repay you. No need for that, Kupo. To see you hale and whole is repayment enough. I am given to understand that you are searching for someone, a traveling painter. Indeed I am. Her name is Beru, and she's my very best friend. Moved by your endeavor, I took the liberty of making inquiries among my comrades. Alas, none recall having seen such an individual. As patrolling the border is one of our chief duties, we would have noted if your friend passed through. My apologies, we could not be of aid. I see. Still, to have confirmation that Beru wasn't here is helpful. Thank you, Kupo. It was the least I could do for my saviors. Now we must attend our next meeting, but I wish you well on your journey ahead. Where could Beru be? I have to retrace more steps. We may not have found any clues here, but with some luck we'll find her at our next destination, Kugane. Getting there, however, will prove a challenge, unless you visited the Far East before, Bibiku. Yeah, no problem, we'll teleport. Easy. Wonderful, that makes our lives much easier, Kupo. Now listen closely. I have here a lovingly crafted and blessedly breathable hempen sack. I want you to stuff me inside and teleport me to Kugane with you. That sounds uncomfortable. You needn't gawp. It's a well-considered request. While I may not be replete with teleportation anima like you, I can tag along as one of your belongings. So stuff me in the sack, and I can take it, Kupo. I don't trust this plan, but okay. You are now carrying a Kupo-sized sack. It would be prudent to handle your burden with utmost care until such time as you reach Kugane. Okay. The Kupo-sized sack is wiggling rigorously. Open it up. Ah, what a peaceful nap that was, Kupo. And I see we've arrived safely in Kugane. This city is as impossibly picturesque as ever. Yes. Impossibly picturesque. Why, when I first arrived here with Beru and Jay, I thought we were in a waking dream, Kupo. We were all fascinated by Far Eastern art, especially the bright, bold presentation of ukiyo-e prints. It was a treat to view so many pieces up close. What of you, Bibiku? What do you recall most vividly about your first visit here? How furious I was at a conniving Namazu. What's his name? Gyodo, I think? Little bastard. Those pop-eyed pests are nothing but trouble, if you ask me. They think they can get away with all manner of mischief, and look cute doing it. But only Moogles should be able to do that, Kupo. Yeah, fair. Still, to meet such unusual creatures, walking, talking fishfolk, would have stirred your imagination to no end, and you have your journey to thank for the experience. Right then, I'd like to begin searching for Beru, and I think that tea houses would be a good place to start. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless fool. Precisely, Kupo. The proprietors ought to be able to strike down this hapless... Wait, who's getting struck down? I see the running gag they're going for. Hold on a moment. It's a soul in need of aid. Who's this guy? Ahem, what troubles you, good sir? Oh, turbulent tides take me. I am an art dealer from Ul'dah, you see, and I came to Kugane to sell a masterpiece I acquired in Eorzea. But nary a day before we arrived, we were engulfed by a terrible storm. We rocked and rolled, barely able to keep the ship from capsizing, and in the chaos, the crate containing my precious piece was cast into the roiling waves. That's terrible, Kupo. Is there any chance that it can be found? Assuming it hasn't been dragged into the fathomless depths. The sailors tell me the crate has likely drifted into the Ruby Sea, Confederate waters. No one is willing to go and search for me. I believe it's your time to shine again, BBQ. You can help this poor fellow, yes? Keep signing me up for bullshit. Well acquainted with pirates, you say? If you could speak with them about my crate, I would be grateful beyond words. We'll get it sorted. No worries. A little sippy. The Confederate pirates on Sakasuki keep a close watch of the nearby waters. If anyone has seen the crate in question, it would be them. Let's find a pirate. Alright. We found pirates. Aren't you the... never mind. Yeah, watch your mouth. Oh, if it isn't our friend Bibiku, what brings you back to these parts? Business with Rashu and Tansei, perhaps? A crate containing a piece of art. As a matter of fact, we fished something like that out of the water not long ago. But as you well know, the Ruby Sea is our territory, and anything the tides deliver to us is ours by right. We cannot just hand it over. But we owe so much to BBQ. Aye, I haven't forgotten. That being the case, why don't we make it interesting and have a friendly contest for the crate? Accepted. That's the spirit. We'll make it simple. Hunting ogre crabs. Both sides will get the same amount of bait. The person who can catch the more crabs is the winner. Alright then, once you've used up your bait, bring the shells to me as proof. I'll be waiting. Perfect, let the contest begin. Alright, crabs. Always in a rush, that one. You need only lay your bait by the shore and dispatch any ogre crabs that take it. When you've no bait left, come back and show me the shells you collected from your kills. That was a goodbye bird. Let's kill some crabs. Alright, we have killed crab. God's willing, we have more than you do. Oh, you brought the shells? I'll take them off your hands then. And the winner is... BBQ, and by merely a single shell. Congratulations. Good show, BBQ. I expected nothing less from you. Okay. I'm a man of my word, so the crate's yours. Though it was just a friendly game, it was a privilege to go up against you. I'll be sure to tell everyone about it. Please do. Yes, thank you for humoring us. I hope that the crate is what the merchant is after. I'm sure it is. Oop. Off we go. We're back with art, maybe. We'll see. Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find my crate? Yes. A crate, at any rate. Oh, traders be praised. This is the very crate I lost, and it's still intact. You are truly a godsend, adventurer. Words fail to express my gratitude. It's impressive indeed that you could track down the crate. Excellent work, BBQ. Remind me, what was in the crate again? A painting? After having been adrift for so long, I hope it hasn't been ruined. Judging by its condition, I want to believe that all is well, but let us see. Have a little look-see. Thank the traders. It's unharmed, and there I thought I had packaged it excessively. Pluck my palm. That's one of Jay's pieces, Kupo. Oh, you have a keen eye. Indeed, this is the work of the traveling artist J, painted in the winter of his years. I purchased it a few moons ago from a young lady who was his apprentice. Oh! Beruru, Kupo? I've been searching all over for her. Do you know where she is? Well, she was a friend of yours, I take it. Please tell me everything you know. Where you met and where she might be now. Everything. I don't know how to say this, but from what I've heard, your friend has passed on. Oops. She had come to Ul'dah to sell a small trove of Jay's paintings. His works are extremely rare, so it caused quite a stir among art dealers. Expensive though the pieces were, it didn't take long for her to sell them all, and once she had, she disappeared. Her belongings were apparently strewn about in her inn-room, yet there was nary a sign of foul play. None have seen her since, and 'tis rumored she found a quiet place to end her life. No. I knew Jay's death left a void in her heart, but Beruru wouldn't have. She couldn't have. I know it's difficult, but try to remain calm. But... Forgive me, it was not my intent to cause you distress with these grim tidings. It was because of them, in fact, that this piece failed to sell in Eorzea. Thus did I bring it all the way to the Far East, hoping to find a buyer here instead. Now it isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. With that, I must take my leave to you and go meet with a prospective client. Well, that doesn't sound very good. I'm sorry, Bibiku. You did well. You did. But if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while, Kupo. You're going to be alone for approximately 20 seconds until I find where you are with the next quest. Oh, much less than 20 seconds. I'm sorry. I hope you've had enough time to decompress. Beruru's clues. Kupo makes no attempt to hide his sorrow. Oh, it's you, Kupo. What is it? Wanted to see how you were faring. That's very kind of you, Kupo. Truth be told, I'm still struggling to come to terms. If Beruru has truly left this world, it means that I wasn't too late. Thank goodness, someone else says. If only, Kupo, if only. Oh, it's you, Mr. Art Dealer. What brings you back to us? I've concluded my business here and shall be returning to Ul'dah. Before I take ship, I wish to speak with you again. 'Tis plain your friend's fate weighs heavily on your mind. If you wish to know the truth for a certainty, I should be glad to introduce someone who deals in information. You think this person would know what became of Beruru? Oh yes. This man makes his business to know everyone else's in Ul'dah. At the very least, he should be able to tell you if your friend yet lives. Oh, I may have skipped a piece of dialogue there. Once you arrive in Ul'dah, head to the Emerald Avenue and look for a bespectacled man with a self-satisfied grin. That will be him. Now then, it's time I boarded my vessel. Farewell, my friends, and best of luck in your search for the truth. It's okay, we'll find her. I want to know, Bibiku, desperately, but at the same time, I'm so scared, Kupo. If Beru really is gone, we'll face the truth together. Shining the light of hope for me, are you? You've grown so much as a Pictomancer. Thank you. With you at my side, I feel like I can press on and face whatever comes, Kupo. Right, let's head back to Ul'dah. We'll do it the same way as the journey here. You teleporting with me in a sack. If it works, it works. You are now carrying a Kupo-sized sack. It would be prudent to handle your burden with the utmost care until such time as you reach Ul'dah. Phew, that was a lovely little nap, and just like that we've arrived. The towering cityscape, the dry desert air mingling with the scent of Gil. I don't know why I said it like Jill. I've never said it that way in my whole life. The scent of Gil. There is no mistaking Ul'dah. Now then, we should find the fellow who deals in information, Kupo. Yes, let's waste no time. Oh, I know him. Right. I was sitting here thinking about, like, who this NPC could be. I feel like it's someone we already know. His name is W something. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that it's Wymond? Or Wymond? I don't know how you would pronounce that. Okay. And I believe I have that bespectacled man there, with a grin that does indeed bespeak unwavering confidence. Watch me be, like, completely wrong. But... I fucking nailed it. My brain is so full of useless information. Well, well, if it ain't the pair the art dealer called about. You could tell who we are just like that? You really do know things, Kupo. I mean... the Warrior of Light, which he knows, accompanied by a Moogle. Well, I guess the art dealer doesn't know where the Warrior of Light. Wyman does know. Aye, well, that's true enough, but to be fair, I'd have to be blind as a bat to miss a Moogle traveling with the savior of the Bleeding Realm, and then some. I understand you're looking for it. Is what I was saying. That's right, her name is Beru, and she was last seen in Ul'dah. If you know anything about what became of her, you must tell me, Kupo. Don't get your palm in a twist. I'll oblige your burning curiosity. It was about half a year past that Beru came to Ul'dah. She brought with her 8 of Jay's paintings, which she put up for sale. She sold the lot within a matter of weeks, and with the small fortune she made, she went and bought herself accommodations at the ossuary. No, that can't be right. Afraid it is, my fur friend. Now it bears stressing that being interred in the city is not an inexpensive proposition. Hardly surprising, given the limited space that's left. But she made the donation to the ossuary up front and in full, an amount most folk never see in their lifetimes. What did she do after that? That remains a mystery. Her room in the inn was found neat and tidy. You wouldn't have known that she'd been there if not for some personal belongings left behind. Among those, the greatest interest was a set of traveling gear, a coin purse containing the payment for the room, and a letter that said she wasn't coming back. Finding it all a bit odd, the innkeep called the Brass Blades to investigate, but the evidence led them to conclude that she was voluntarily missing and likely dead by her own hand. And Beru really is gone. Well, she's MIA. Those two things are different. That's what they think, but who's to say, eh? There's only one way to be certain, I reckon. According to a priest who oversees burials, Beru's coffin is stored in Eralig's burial chamber over by the ossuary. You'll have to open it up and see what's there, or isn't, with your own eyes. I'll go there at once, Koopa. Oh my god. And no hesitation. We're opening a coffin today. And off he flies. You should go after him. Depending on what's waiting, he'll need support. We're just allowed to do this? You can just open sarcophagi. No problem. Enolda. No questions asked. Hello, priest? I'm sorry, but that is out of the question. Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, I don't think we're allowed to do that. I beg you, Kupo, it would only be a little peek. That does not make it any less an act of defilement. We cannot allow you to disturb the dead. Bibiku, this priest say we can't check on Beru's coffin. Please explain the situation to him. I don't think that we can explain it more than you have. So that is the way of it. While I am not unsympathetic to your plight, the coffin may only be opened in exceptional circumstances, and with the permission of family, which you are not. I am sorry, but I must ask that you leave me in peace. I have my hands full with other pressing matters. Oh, and what matters might those be, if I may ask? In order to address the shortage of burial space in the city, works have been underway to expand Eralig's burial chamber downwards. Last, the excavators inadvertently unleashed a horde of zombies from an unmapped ruin, and it's fallen to me to deal with them. Oh, this sounds like another opportunity for Bibiku to put his Pictomancy to work. Pictomancy? You mean the art created by the fabled Archon Realm, who run the land lending aid to those in need? That's what a wild way to put that. Were you paid? Paid actor. That's like a sponsorship line. Like, did you mean Final Fantasy XIV? Critically acclaimed game, including the Heavensward fucking... Pictomancy? You mean the art created by the fabled Archon Realm who run the land lending aid to those in need? Very natural line. Also, hello Red, how you doing? None other, Kupo. The matter of the tomb can wait. Let's tend to these zombies first. Why, I should be most grateful. The zombies have taken to prowling the Sildi excavation site in central Thanalan. I know where that is. Please see that those tormented souls finally know rest. Wouldn't it be funny if they were gentle zombies, but I think that's crossing the streams a little bit too much. Alright, we've done your errand. Those zombies will be no match. Yeah, no, we've done it already, don't worry about it. The zombies have been dealt with. Wonderful, you have my heartfelt thanks, good Pictomancer. While you were away, I spoke further with Kupopo about his relationship with Mistress Beru. I understand now that they were as family to one another. In light of this, and also in recognition of your service, I will allow you to examine her coffin, if you would follow me. It's gonna be so empty. I hope. Give us a Lala skeleton. I don't think we have any Lala-shaped undead. This is the one. If you are ready, I shall open it. Let's go. Very well. Please, please don't let it be her. What? What is this, Kupo? Another painting. Yes, we can all see that, and I recognize it as well. This is Jay's final work. The Ephemeral Palace. Why was this painting in the casket? If Beru isn't here, then where could she possibly be? I'm afraid no one in the Order knows where she's gone. Several moons ago, Mistress Beru came to us unannounced. And this tiny creature. Pardon me, is anyone there? Greetings, my child. Are you come to pay your respects? No, I was told I could purchase a tomb here. Tombs are bestowed upon pious souls who make a donation, yes. Oh, I see. In that case, I wish to make a donation. My master's paintings fetched a high price, so I believe I have sufficient funds. Would it be possible to have the tomb prepared immediately? What is this plan she got going? In that manner did she secure burial rights, and so we set about making the necessary arrangements. When all was in readiness, she requested a moment alone in the chamber, so I waited outside the entrance. When she did not emerge after a time, I went back in to check on her, only to find that she was gone. There was only this painting and a handwritten note instructing us to inter it. You're saying Beru vanished into thin air? So far as I could tell, as you can see, there is only one entrance to this chamber. I organized a large-scale search, thinking she might have wandered into the lower levels, or even those under excavation, yet still we found nothing. At length the search was called off, and without answers, what else could I do but fulfill her final wish? I placed the painting within the coffin, where it has remained ever since. Curiouser and curiouser, Kupo. That is everything I know. I am sorry I could not tell you more. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return to my duties. Yes, of course. Come on then, let's head back outside. We only have one quest left to tie all of this together. Interring Jay's paintings and vanishing without a trace. I'm not sure what to make of Beru's actions, Kupo. What about you, BBQ? Do you have any thoughts? No, head empty. I think Beru may still be alive. She's doing something. I pray you're right, Kupo. I was terrified that she would be in that casket, and relieved my worst fears didn't come to pass. But now I can't help but wonder. I suppose it's back to the search. I'm going to take some time to ponder things and see if I can't think of other leads to pursue. Meanwhile, please continue to train. To think colorful thoughts, keep your brush arm supple, and come and find me when you feel your artist aura has grown further, Kupo. Easy. We're gonna bother you immediately. Somewhere only she knows. Kupo heartily nods in your general direction. Why, BBQ, I can tell you've been applying yourself to your training. Ah yes, the enigmatic aura of an accomplished artist is unmistakable. I'm put in mind of Jay as he was in his prime, Kupo. Now then, imagine a great big canvas that is yet to receive even a single drop of paint. That, unfortunately, is the state of my search for Beareroo. I couldn't find any new clues as to her whereabouts, and I'm at a loss as to what to do next. I'm at a loss too. For someone possessed of such exceptional imagination, you can be quite clueless at times, but rest assured, I don't think any less of you for it, Kupo. At any rate, for want of a better idea, let us speak of the very root of our troubles, the argument that led to Beareroo and I going our separate ways. Lore. On that day, the two of us returned to Limsa after a journey, the first without Jay's company. Old age and long years on the road had taken their toll, and we had made the difficult decision to leave him in the care of a sanatorium. With a smile on his face as he laid abed, he had wished us well on our coming adventure, and reminded Beareroo that she mustn't... Gasp! Could it be? Yes, it must. Beareroo has become part of the painting. Oh. I don't blame you for being confused. I promise to make everything clear soon, Kupo. Bibiku, you've been the best student I could have ever hoped for. You've trained diligently, aided those in need, and kept your promise to me. I can't rightly ask more of you, but for this thing I'm about to do, I'm afraid I must. I beg you, lend me your strength one last time, Kupo. It's alright, we got this. Come and meet me at the Jadeite Flood. I'll be waiting. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's go. Where the hell is the Jadeite Flood? There you are, Bibiku. I know you must have many questions. Allow me to explain everything, Kupo. It took a few pretty pleases, but I convinced the Osier priests to let us borrow the painting. Beareroo inherited it. We're about to have a Dark Souls moment, I can feel it. Beareroo inherited it and the other works from Jay after he passed away. On the day of our argument, Beareroo and I had returned from our first journey together, as I said. But when we arrived at the sanatorium to see how Jay had fared in our absence, all that awaited us was a few of his paintings and personal belongings. A fell fiend had found its way into the facility a few days prior. Seeking to protect his fellow patients, Jay confronted and vanquished the beast, but the exertion proved too much. Beareroo and I were devastated. If only we had returned sooner, taken a quicker route, or not wasted as much time, Jay might still be alive. Such thoughts tormented us, Kupo. Beareroo took it hardest, for she had lost her only family. She clung to me and wept, like a child with her doll, and I, in a moment of poor judgment, said something foolish. I told her that she needn't depend on me so, that she could stand on her own 2 feet as a Pictomancer, and that she should. She shoved me away in anger. One unkind word led to another. We shouted at each other until our throats were hoarse. When there was nothing left to say, she stormed off alone, cradling Jay's paintings in her arms. The rest you know. Sometime after, she journeyed to Ul'dah, sold the paintings for the funds to purchase her tomb, and then vanished. For so long I have been unable to understand what she was thinking, and where she might have gone, but the answer was right under our noses, Kupo. You see, Beareroo possessed such a vivid imagination that she could bring any of her thoughts to life. As this rare gift allowed her to not only create, but reshape, Jay made her promise that she would never use her powers to alter a living being. But in her grief, she did just that. She made herself one with his painting. It's hard to believe, I know, but the painting itself tells the tale. Once it exuded warmth and whimsy, now it is enshrouded with a stifling pall of sorrow. And this brings me to my request. Using my own magics, I want to enter the painting and save Beruru, but I don't know if I can do it alone. Can I rely upon your aid, BBQ? Yes. Uh-huh. I am always ready for Dark Souls shit. I'm in your debt. Be warned. The painting will be a world where one's imagination is made manifest. That's to say, anything can happen. So see to it that you are fully prepared, Kupo. Easy. We've dealt with something kinda similar recently, actually. We saved the world and such, remember? All set to dive into the painting, Kupo? Ready when you are. Let's go. Ah. Nice, reuse of assets. This is part of an old level 80 dungeon. Looks like we made it, Kupo. The Grand Cosmos. Yeah, exactly. But oh. Oh, is the scenery familiar to you? Kinda. You've been to such a place in another world. The mere thought of it boggles the mind, Kupo. As I recall, Jay saw this opulent palace in a dream and was inspired to recreate it on canvas. Perhaps his arcane affinity allowed him to visit worlds beyond our own in his sleep. Or perhaps someone from that world sent him the vision, Kupo. Regardless, we are undoubtedly within the painting. Beruru must be here somewhere. Let's go, BBQ. Let's do it. Be sure to be on the lookout for a large lady with a big fluffy tail. I'm sure. A lot of nice dagger. Yeah, for sure. I'll keep an eye out. So many paintings, Kupo. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah. Oh, Shadowbringer's music too. Is this their idea of welcome? Have at them, Biku. Hold up, let me load up my shit first. Those monsters, they were muses given life by Pictomancy. You say so. Oh god. Hello. Nice. Oh, I love the job for Dingman. It has a really fun flow in its rotation that I'm genuinely in love with. Very happy to call this my new main. Hello. Beruru. It's me, Kupopo. I've come for you. Your eyes are a little glazed there, buddy. You've come for me. No one would do that. No one. Master J's gone because of me. Because I was too late. You mustn't say that, Bararu. You're not to blame. Even Kupopo has abandoned me, my only friend. That isn't true. I'll always be your friend, no matter what. Please, Bararu, please come back to me. The sadness that only being 16 can bring. She belongs to me and you have no place here. Master J. No, you're just a shade born of the imagination. That you should call me a shade, Kupopo. Such insolence cannot be borne. Damn. I will paint a wiener on your forehead. Will free Bararu from your clutches. That hair with those robes? Yeah. It's kind of a wild combo. A Pictomancer, one in possession of my soul crystal, no less. An imitation. You are no match for the master you aspire to be. My little wooden palette. I'll show you what this imitation can do. Paints wiener on forehead. Is my special move. Oh! I didn't notice until just there that this is the Dawntrail theme. With a do-do-do-do-do. Cool arrangement. Bold words, but you will soon be made to know the true power of Pictomancy. I will paint a wiener on your forehead. I was like, no! Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, fun reuse of another boss fight, another model. Here, within my masterwork, imagination dictates reality. I shall paint the finishing touches in shades of your terror. Let's go. Yeah, just like a fucking... You don't even want to know what I've painted. Watch out. I will not be able to read the on-screen subtitles while doing this, I don't think. Oh, okay. Now I know for next time. That's just a railway, okay. I might not be doing so hot. Arbor motif and flower motif are different. I'm gonna say, okay. Okay. Oh, it inverts. Shit. I was looking at my buttons. Hello, Sprout. We are doing the final boss of Pictomancy. If I can. Mountain motif, that's new. Yeah, I had a hunch. It's going pretty well, though. I mean, I've eaten a few things, but... There we go! I love this joke. It's so much fun. It has a kit that's like very tailored to me. The little dash and everything. Because it's not just a dash, it's very much like... It's like a mini Lost Impetus for anyone who's done a lot of Bosnia. It's a dash with a speed boost after the dash as well. So it's like a dash into a sprint, which is really fun. And it's a really long dash too. Kupopo says, "You did it, BBQ. Your imagination triumphed over his." Always. Easy. Beruru, wake up, Beruru. Well. Come on now, you stubborn fool of a Lalafell, snap out of it. Oh? Kupopo, what are you doing here? We came to bring you back, Kupo. We've been looking all over for you. I never thought that anyone would come after me in this painting. BBQ, was it? Thank you for accompanying Kupopo in his journey. Sorry, I'm being staggered by the music because I'm hearing all these new arrangements on the Dawntrail leitmotif. I'm just like, oh, that sounds good. It's a Pictomancer's duty to help others. Indeed, Master J taught me the very same, and I strove to live up to our duty. But I couldn't save him. I couldn't save the man who raised me. It's not your fault, Beruru. Even the brightest, most imaginative minds can't predict the future, Kupo. Why are you even here, trying to be nice after everything you said? My best friend, you abandoned me when I needed you, told me to make my own way. I know why I said what I said, Kupo. Or you know why I said. Oh! Oh. I'm not real. No matter how much I wish it, I can't remain by your side forever. Oh. Like the J we defeated, I'm a product of Pictomancy. Your imaginary friend and nothing more. It isn't uncommon for children to have imaginary friends. They create us in their minds to help cope with their struggles. But children grow up, and when they do, we disappear, Kupo. You don't have to disappear, though. I painted you into being, my very first creation. Just like I painted Master J, so I could fix my mistake, and so I wouldn't be alone. Pictomancers can do wonderful things. By bringing our imagination to life, we bring hope to those in need, Kupo. This Bibiku learned through his journey. And so did you, Biruru. But no matter how harsh reality may be, a Pictomancer isn't meant to paint over it, Kupo. Rather than escape reality, we're meant to give people the courage to face it. But how can I when those who matter most to me are gone? I like this. In giving hope to others, you'll find hope of your own. Giving hope to others as a Pictomancer. Perhaps I can find the strength to stand on my own, by holding them in my heart. I will teach you the art of drawing wiener on forehead. You will, Kupo. You absolutely will, and you'll be just fine. This is a cute, story explanation too. Safe in that knowledge, I can now take my leave, Kupo. It's a cute in-universe explanation of why one of our abilities is a Kupo, kinda, and it answers my question of do we summon it or do we paint it? And we do paint it. And she just did the same. We just paint a worse Kupo, I guess, in our ability. Farewell, Bibiku. It was a joy to journey with you. Farewell, Biruru. You're my dearest friend, and you always will be. Look at that. And now we're just vibing. Wow. There's two artists. Is she tall or yeah, no shit. Damn, I'm short. Short king. Alright. What's up, Biruru? Bibiku? I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused. Thank you for helping Kupopo find and save me. When he faded away, a warm and comforting ether flowed into my body. The magic I had used to create him, I think. In that instant, the moments and memories he shared with you became mine. The shade of the shroud, the chill of Kurthus, the brilliance of Kugane, the two of you traveled far. Well, I teleported far and he was in a sack. But let's editorialize a little bit, sure. I felt Kupopo's desperation as he searched for me, his yearning for our days on the road with Master J, and his happiness at having found a friend in you. But what of you, Bibiku? How did you find the journey? Ooh. I enjoyed training to become a Pictomancer. Very straightforward. I like the job. I'm glad to hear that. I felt the very same when I was learning the art under Master J. I saw my first Moogle here, you know. The way it danced through the air, so full of life and joy. What child wouldn't have wanted a friend like that? I could create him again, recall the feeling and the image, and paint him anew. But I won't. Because as the two of you have taught me, parting isn't the end. Thank you, BBQ, for everything you've done for both Kupopo and me. From here I will set out on another journey as a Pictomancer. Wherever I go, I vow to paint a path of hope, as Master J once did, and just as you will continue to do, I'm sure. Bye-bye. Gotta follow my rainbow. 5 points. Cool. I still think the Pictomancer Soul Crystal is so fucking pretty. Oh. Alright. What time is it? It is late, is what time it is. So I'm gonna be wrapping up here.